So I thought it might be interesting to walk around the property since we're all stuck at home, see what it looks like in the spring and some of the things we've been doing. Walking down our lane here. This is the fence we put in last year. Part of our front pasture. Big gate at the end that we can eventually get a tractor through, theoretically. And nice thing about this is now the chickens aren't scratching up all my mulch or garden or any of that. We've been having to put fence around all of our gardens just to keep them off. I'm going to walk out here towards the front garden. We first moved here 6 or so years ago. We just plowed up this spot here, and honestly it's been kind of a pain. It's heavy clay and there's lots of old rhizomic grass in here, and we've also gotten some sort of evergreen low weed like rhizomic thing going too. So we're kind of just sick of messing with it. So we're kind of taking a different tack, and I'm going to use this more as like a nursery. We'll plant a few things out here, but nursery raised bed. It's more Hugo Couture. And you can see here I've got some Norway spruce starts. It's just Arbor Day. Maybe half of them will live, we'll see. That's about a third to half's about the success I get with Arbor Day seedlings, but still cheaper than a $200 tree. Of course, it takes a lot longer to grow too. Here where you see these poles, this is going to be like a trellis system. There's some cold hardy kiwi I planted in here last year. We'll see if they come back and actually do anything this year. They didn't really get going much last year, so once again, soil might not be great. Blueberries. Originally I had all my blueberries down at this end, but as you can see, it gets very mucky. And they have wet feet and I don't like that. So they haven't done great here. Down this far it seems to be a little better, but I moved a bunch of them up to the front there. I'll walk around and show you that. You can see kind of giving up here and putting a lot of landscape fabric down. And the idea here is to we're going to hardscape a lot of this. I'm just tired of weeding. I'd rather grow things than weed. So we're going to try that approach for a while. A couple raised beds here that have been put up various times over the last few years. Nice big pile of about 2-year-old manure, cow manure from our neighbor. It's broken down pretty nicely at this point. Still some weed seeds, but some nice stuff to use. So it's nice to have that resource. You can see here, I'm just walking around the other side. The raised bed with some trellis. A couple more very small blueberries. For some reason I just can't seem to get blueberries to work. Eventually I'll crack that nut too, but so far they've been pretty slow. Starting anew, this is a brand new Hugo mound I just built this year. And we might put a couple more out here in the center. I'm still debating if I can find enough logs and stuff. And here you'll see this is kind of overflow for garlic. So you got a little garlic in there. There's a Zemo. You see it's already coming up pretty nicely. And then up here is a bunch of berries. They seem to be doing a little better up here. Got a couple of bigger bushes at the end of, kind of clearance at the end of last season in local nursery. And so far they seem pretty happy. These are much smaller starts I got from Norse. This one's looking alright. Got some good fresh new growth there. This one I think may be dead. We'll see. There's something trying to happen there. Might come back. And then here we have some chokeberries. They seem reasonably happy. Made it through the winter. And they actually had fruit already last year, so anyway, so that's the front garden, and I'm going to continue, like I said, either hardscaping this or putting in more Hugo mounds, and we'll see if that works any better out here and get some use out of this part of the property. Thanks.